Riku is actually I like Riku. Riku is awesome. I like that Yuna kind of like gained her confidence, but Riku was always like great. And Paige is like, you know, like she could step on me, but I think I prefer Riku. So let's look at the box that this actually comes in. So it's a really nice looking box. This is the carrying case. Ooh. Ooh, look at it. So opening this up, this is everything you get. So USB-C cable. So I have the PC plate right here. So you have the tools necessary to build. You have the standoffs. These are the gaskets. So you can tell these are the red gaskets. These are the foams. Ooh. So you get a lot of foam in here. Case foam, plate foam, PE foam, and then you have these adhesive ones, the sticky ones. Battery right here. This is what the battery looks like. This is the case that I got. I got the nice red case. Red. So 75% layout, you have the arrow blocker. You just have these two blockers to really separate the arrow even more. And then right here is the neat part, because you can either do a knob, you can do two keys, you could do a key and a knob, or you can do a screen. In terms of the Zoom75, it is a very novelty board. This is the Scarlet Red, but you also have black, cool gray, white, lilac, sky blue, navy, blush pink, scarlet red, wild green. What is that? It looks like a grassy, a milk tea, a teal, a cyber yellow, a plum, and a GT silver. You also have 4 special editions. You have a E-white, anodized lavender, anodized black, and anodized orange. Here's the back, right? And this is the weight, and then this is the back piece, and you can also customize this. So for the bottom weight, what you're looking at right here is the E-white one, but there is prism, stainless steel PVD, anodized rose gold, which is alu, anodized gold, anodized pink, anodized black, gold, stainless steel PVD, brass stainless steel PVD, silver stainless steel PVD, and then E-white. 9 different bottom weight and knob options. So depending on the weight you get the matching knob. So for the back plate, what you're looking at here, you have gold, silver, black, which are stainless steel PVD, glass, wild green, cool gray, lilac, navy, blush pink, scarlet red, sky blue, teal, milky green, and then you have a carbon fiber. 13 choices for back plate. So we can look at the board up close. They're also offering novelty knobs, so you can get a paw print, you can get a bear, or you can get a rabbit. And then in terms of customizing the color, you can also customize the blocker that you have right here. And so you can get a badge, and for badges, you have 16 options for the badge right here. So these are modular, meaning that you can change it out, but here are all your choices so you can kind of see what they look like. If you don't want to do the badge, you can do the LCD. In terms of using the screen, you have all these different options. You can do memo, date, time, fan speed, CPU, GPU, Bluetooth, static image, message alert, animation, default animation, internet speed, default typing speed. And then if you don't want to do the badge, you don't want to do the screen, you can do 2 keys, or you can do a key and a knob. And then, like I said, the knob is usually matching with the back weight, or you can get these like artisan customized knobs. So here is the board. We have the Scarlet Red, so 75% layout. You'll see 2 blockers to really separate the arrow. There are different 75% layouts. You can get the kind where it's like all squished, but this one is more, is it exploded? But basically the F row is separate. Here is the side. Here's the back. So this is the mirror back plate, and then this is the alu white back weight. Here are the feet, non-adhesive, and then you get 2 colors. Here's the USB side. So centered USB uses daughterboard JST. And then here is the front. And then looking inside the case, you'll see that this weight, this internal weight, you can remove it. You can put the battery underneath it. It does use these like gasket sleeves, so these like red gasket sleeves. I'm sorry if I overwhelmed you guys with all the information, but there is a lot to process. And one thing I did not point out, but this is a screwless design. So you don't see any visible screws on the case. They are all hidden. So 6 different plate options. I have PC. I'm pretty sure standard it comes with PC. So here is the plate. So yeah, there are flux cuts. You can see that there are standoff points. So I will say if you're getting the PC plate this thin, I would actually suggest using foam to like offer support, plate fork, so that it doesn't completely collapse and break. This is where you would put the gaskets on. So here is the PCB. So they have just entirely taken out this part, so you can kind of pick what you want and then swap it out accordingly. You have a couple different layout options, so that's really nice. And this is indeed the flux cut PCB, but they are offering non-flux cut. Tri-mode connectivity with this PCB. There is a difference though, because this is the prototype PCB, right? So what you see here is actually not the final PCB edition. The final units will have per key RGB on the PCB. As you can see here, it does not have it, but the mass production will have per key RGB. And then the red gasket sleeves, apparently you guys aren't going to get it. It's only red for the prototypes. So we can look at the back. Boop. So this is for the battery. This is for the USB JST. This thing you see here is for the LCD. You also use this to connect like the other things that you want. Cool. The mass production will have tri-mode, so wired, Bluetooth, 2.4 per key RGB. It will come with 2 batteries by default. It will be black and dark blue gasket sleeves. 2 more screws on the center for the back plate. If you want to get the Great Wave back that I have, that's an add-on. The stabs that they sent with us are going to be different. So the internal weight that we have right here is actually an add-on. So it looks like there's 3 PCB options. You have 2 tri-modes, one with flux cuts, one without, and then you have the wired, which is no flux cuts. In terms of add-ons, what you can add on is the internal weight that you see right here. You can add on 3 different PCBs, the power and dampener kit, the Great Wave storage bag that you saw earlier, and then you can add on more keyboard feet if you need. That is a lot of information. Sorry. So here are the add-ons that I got, right? So batch kit. So you would just put it right here, and then since it's modular, you can just magnetic, you can remove it. Just boop. And then boop. There's also the knob kit. So this is what that looks like. It uses the ribbon connectivity. The ribbon would go in here. This is where you put the knob and then the key. They give you this that you can screw onto the case. If you want to use the blocker, there are 3 screws right here. And then that's where you would screw on either the knob and the key or the 2 key on top of screwing the piece that they give you with the respective blocker. And so once you've screwed on these 3, then that is what keeps it in place. And then you can do 2 keys. So if you're just like, heck the knob, I don't need the knob. I just want my 2 keys. Here you have the 2 keys, ribbon again, and then the thing you screw in right there. And then the thing that I think most people are excited for is you have the LCD screen. So here it is. So this is a protective screen for this. So it's not just uncovered. Lots of information, but we roll. I think we're ready to go with the build, right? Ah! The fuck? Oh. My cat just licked the bottom of my foot. It scared the shit out of me, sorry. Because cats have rough tongues, and so I just was not expecting it, okay? Was not expecting that. I feel like with cats, they definitely test your patience to see, like, how far they can go before you really just like start to like be stern. So she's just like, she's testing me. Okay, so here we have the Zoom75. Is the 75%? This is the next series in the Zoom keyboard. This is the Scarlet Red, although there are 15 different Essential Edition colors. There are 4 Special Edition colors. There's also a special Kitsune colorway. With the Special Edition, this part is actually engraved, or there's something right here. Here is the side, here's the back. Yeah, so this is a glass, and you can see it has like a nice gradient. It has 4 feet, and this is where the screws are hidden. So these feet are non-adhesive. You have 2 different color feet. You have this clear, this like white, milky clear one, and there's also a black one. These pop out, and that's where the screws are hiding. So you have the one screw right here. This entire case is actually screwless, so you don't see any of the screws because they're all hidden underneath the feet. And this does use like the gasket sleeves. 4 gaskets up here, 2 gaskets right here, 4 down here, 2 right here. So 2, 2, 4, 4. And they just slide onto the plate. They're also offering a couple different PCB options. They have flux cut, tri-mode, non-flux cut, tri-mode, and they also have a wired edition. They're all hot swap, but you do have 3 different types of PCBs. So for the tri-mode, there's actually a component on this side where you can put the battery and then you can put the weight on top. So there is an additional crevice underneath for the battery to go. And so if you want to get the additional weight, you can add it on and it will go over it. But yes, that is the build. But final thoughts. I will give them kudos for offering a flux cut, non-flux cut. The fact that their hot swap PCBs have multiple different layouts, cool, that's good. I think I do like the interchangeable modules that you have here. LCD screen, very novelty, a lot of people like that. I can see why it's like going to be a big seller for them. I mean, the screen is really cool and you can have different things on it. It's not just a plain screen. I mean, I think they're still working on the program, but you can have like your computer temperature, you can do like words per minute, you can do time, you can do like Bluetooth connectivity. They're saying they can do stuff like if you get like a Discord message notification, stuff like that. And so I like that they went the extra mile and thought of adding like an additional screen cover, so it's not just like the LED there by itself. I understand why they went with ribbon. The ribbon is a little finicky. I do have I don't want to say complaints, but the way that they have the knob blocker with the ribbon right now, it's a little sketchy just because the legs on the knob are long and so could potentially damage the ribbon. It's an easy fix. I think they just need to like rotate it around. But if you've never used a ribbon cable before, it's not hard, but it's definitely a weird thing to use. If you are building this, just at least for the prototype unit, the blue side was always facing up. And then they already have said that they're going to be adding alignment tabs. And that was the other thing, which is why I did not bring that up as like an issue. But I do think that's going to be a very good change, that they're adding alignment tabs so you don't have to like position it accordingly. For around $200 for something with all these heckin' options, it's like if you've ever wanted like a colorful board with pretty much everything you could think of, they do such a good job with that, right? All right, but that's the build.